Okay, we are back once again to talk about Tokusatsu. We do not have time for introductions because I think we're going to have a lot to say about this week's Zets episode.
Oh my God, Zets.
But we're going to
Uh,
start with Gavan. Leading off our crash out from last week, we have another adventure with our sad boy.
yeah, and it's actually kind of nice too because we actually get Sad Boy and Augie. We have Setsuna and Augie, and it's actually kind of nice because they did something that I like, which is basically just like just paired up two characters that and just like you just have them do an adventure. It's kind of nice how they did that. But
Uh,
our big thing this episode is that things are getting shot with bolts and are going haywire. Machines are getting shot with bolts and going haywire.
Yep. And it's specifically, here's the thing, before we even get to like the main episode, we get the flashback to Setsuna fighting in the war with his sniper
Mhm.
buddy, and then we immediately get like bullet that are making machines go haywire, and it's like, okay, we know what's going on.
Yeah.
Setsuna needs to be caught up on what's going on. But I love, first of all, I love this, like we start the investigation, we're doing everything, and then we just from the corner here, this sounds like an Gear case.
Yeah,
Raging.
and and it's like, okay, cool. We need to send this bullet off to forensics to scan. Oh, I scanned it already. I'm done.
Yep, I got this girl for that. She is a robot sort of, and she teleports. She's fantastic.
Yeah,
I love this setup also of like, all right, Setsuna, I guess I'm with you. And immediately Commander's almost like, actually, Reiji, you're with me. And he's like, you can't. And then his fucking buddy's like, actually, you are to follow her orders. She's in charge here. It's like, what? Uh, Very cute setup. I do love seeing Agi and Setsuna together. I think the like vibe of these two, especially like this, brooding sad boy who is this robot. He's like, I don't know if I can feel emotions, and Aggie, who is this android, but she's like so full of life and so happy and so excited about everything, and her being like, well, nothing in my senders indicate that you wouldn't be able to feel feelings any less than me.
yeah, like it's really nice.
And I do love that they've been doing that. Like, yeah, you have to be able to have emotions to use the Emmer gear. They're emotion gears,
Hmm.
and this cute fillings. I love seeing some of the side stuff for these other universes, like how things are different. The what was it? The udon with like the red bean paste. I remember seeing that. I'm like, oh, is that a normal thing? And then she comments like, oh no, it's not. It's like a new universe thing. I was like, oh, cool. I like that we're getting to see different little things, different little like salutes and gestures and stuff every time we go somewhere to just kind of be like, oh, cool. Like this is like a slightly different world. There's some like slightly different customs here.
Yeah, just slight. Yeah, like you said, just slightly out of sync. Yeah, it's great.
Yep. And something's incredibly out of sync, like the bug one, but like it's cool. Enjoying that. I enjoyed, like we were talking about Agi and Setsuna. I enjoyed Reiji and Amo with her basically being like, hey, he basically thinks you're the best Gavan ever. And you see him smile like, he said that about me.
Yeah, it's great,
Uh,
and it's really funny too because like I mean, like you said, like he basically like just acts stoic, but it's like no, it's like no, you feel.
Yeah, and here's the thing, he very clearly feels very passionately. I do think his actor does a good job of coming across as someone who is feeling a lot of things, but also just incredibly like awkward and like not good at like expressing it really.
Mm,
And obviously, we have the setup every time she's been going to any of these crime scenes. Agi figures out, hey, the guy shot from here, from exactly this far away. Setsuna's like, yep, I knew it. And then we go back to Reiji, which is like, oh yeah, Setsuna's gonna be bait. What? It's like, yeah, he trusts you to let him be bait. What? So
yeah, and
obviously we get the Emon's fight. Setsuna gets hit. He is a machine, and so he does start going haywire. And
yeah.
we get we get the fight we were promised from
Mhm.
the preview. We get the Gavan versus Gavan.
Yeah, Bushido versus Infinity, and it's actually a
Uh,
pretty good fight. It's actually pretty nice. Like they basically like do the whole thing where it's like, oh no, it's like I'm gonna circle. No, no, you're not gonna circle. So they basically just run in parallel for a bit,
yep,
and then just have a little scrap, and then
yep. And we
you
got to
know,
see the double blades versus the gun in the blade.
mm,
Fun little
yeah,
matchup. Had a bunch of really good choreography. And then we get obviously the I'm about to get slashed, so I'm about to hit you with the emotional beat or the
hmm,
emotional burst. That's what it was.
yeah,
And so
and then
we yep.
yeah, it's like that happens, and then he like pretty much we basically get a pause for a moment, and then he gets slashed. Infinity gets slashed by Bushido, and you're like,
Yep.
wait, what?
They like walk up to each other. When I was watching this
Yeah.
with my friend, I was like, wait, he's the one who needs to be in melee range. Just shoot him from there.
Yeah.
No.
Mhm.
But yes,
But
he gets slashed. And then we get, obviously, I'm gonna be real. This guy shows up. I was like, where the fuck did you get that rat tail? That like side rat. They're going sort of crazy on some of the wigs on these guys.
yeah. But yeah, he basically shows up. It's like, yeah, well, come back with me. It looks like you still never lost your touch. Yeah, you can come
Yeah,
back
like
to the
we could go back
battlefield
to
with me.
war.
Yeah. And then Bushido just says, okay, cool, suspicions confirmed. Wait, what?
But yep. And then obviously, I think the thing you want to talk about, we have the quote unquote fake out slash on Infinity.
Yeah, so pretty much it's really funny because I decided to go back and frame by frame it because they said, okay, cool, so this is what actually happened. He did get shot with Crisp, and did and like did have an effect, but when he gets double slashed across the chest, he said I hit him with the hilt. I went back and frame by framed it. No, he did not
No,
with the
he
hilt.
absolutely just slashed this man.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny. It's one of those things where I just took it at face value, but it was funny to be like, oh no, they didn't even like try to do it for the shot.
Yeah,
But
it's funny to think about it that way, but yeah, like I saw that, I'm like, okay, cool.
but it also
Um,
tracks. Reiji was like, you couldn't have held back a little bit, and he's like, oh, I thought you could handle it.
yeah, but yeah, no, like the big thing though is like say it's like wait, but why did he let you slash him? Oh, because I knew he'd trust me to do that.
Yep,
Like
and it's like trust between people, and it's like yeah. And I absolutely adore this ending of him being like, live like a human. You obviously have emotions. The Emergear's also reacting to you, but also like you came after me because you had a longing. You wanted, you had a feeling that you wanted to be. That was a feeling. That is an emotion. Choose to
Mhm.
live as human the way that I'm choosing to live. And I'm like, oh, this is so sweet. This is so cool.
It really is.
Uh, and then ending on this very cute like like patting him on the back. I knew you could handle it. Ah, my arm.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the girls next episode from the preview.
Mhm.
I like that we're kind of setting up the like, hey, also big thing. Looks like we're setting up that Def Gavon is almost maybe just like an intermediary. Like there's still like a big player behind him,
Mhm.
and the chief has been like authorized to investigate this guy directly. I'm gonna be honest. Now I'm just like when I was watching this, I was like, all right, taking bets. Is this like supreme chief that we've voiced that we keep hearing? Is this guy gonna be evil or not?
Mhm.
Uh, but yeah, Gavon continues to be just very cute, very fun. I love how even though we're doing a little bit more episodic still, we're getting a lot of really character focused stuff.
Yes.
And I really do like our main set of characters. I like our little side joke characters. I like our main group with Reiji. I like Setsuna's whole bit, and I like his whole thing with his commander as well. I'm excited to see Kiki and Coco, and I'm very excited to see Phantom Thief fade again.
Yes. I'm actually shocked that he's coming back. I
I'm
didn't think
not.
that
I'm so
we
happy
actually
he's
were gonna
coming
see
back.
him.
I really like them. I think it's really funny that it just on their Earth we have like tuxedo mask. I'm gonna cause problems on purpose.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about next week's episode.
Yeah, it like the show does seem to like does seem to have something in mind. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll just ride with it.
Yeah,
We'll
and
see
again,
how this goes.
I don't think
Yeah.
there's any episodes where it's like, oh, this is bad. Like I was bored or I didn't like what was happening.
Mm.
Again, it's been a little slow on the setup, but I feel like it's picking up its pace, and I've been having a
Yeah.
lot of fun watching it.
Mhm.
But with that, we got to talk about something that I guess has been happening this whole time, which is apparently for every episode of Zets, we've had an episode of a Minami side story.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. I'm honestly really sad that we did not like get these in English, because these would be so easy to do, especially as like YouTube shorts, because they range from being like 3 minutes for like the intro ones, but literally to like 60 seconds for some of them.
Mhm.
And so it would have been really easy to like format them. Like, here's a way for you to put them out. I know that hopefully it looks like we're getting more stuff, because I don't know if you saw, I think it's was it Agito and Kabuto that are going to be on the official YouTube channel now.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're getting that. I should know. You know. There is so much news.
Oh,
Holy crap.
there's a billion. We've gotten some prestige movies. We got some regular movies. I think we do have the real trademark for Kamen Rider Myths.
Yeah, my yeah,
It's like
something like that.
Mytho. Here's the thing: the main people are like, "Yo, Mice Rider."
Yeah.
I'm always excited to see like a different animal rider. I think Geets with the Fox gave us like an incredible fucking suit. Uh,
Mm.
and I mean, like, I think all the suits from Geets were like fucking fantastic, especially all those helmets. So I'm excited to see another like animal. And a mice is such an interesting idea. Uh,
Mm.
I love that the logo got little bites, like it's a little piece of cheese.
Yeah.
But it
But yeah,
literally
we
seems
had
like
that. Yeah,
we are
Kamen
going to
Rider
be living in the
Chronicle.
age of Rider for a little bit.
Yeah, because like what is it? We also have like stuff for like Kamen Rider Premium, which is gonna be like blockbuster movies,
Yep.
animated for obviously animated
And
Chronicle
I
for we're gonna get like more past Rider stuff, and then
Yep.
apparently there's gonna be a game project called Kamen Rider Henshin, or at least
Yep.
that's the title
I think
for it.
that's gonna be I think that's gonna be like a phone game that they were talking about.
Hmm.
Anyway, in general, I'm excited. It's cool to have more stuff. We'll talk about it when it comes out. My one hope is that since Zets is airing out here, that we have an easy way to like at least watch the Zets part of the summer movie coming up.
Yes, I really hope so.
Cause I'm gonna be real. If they went out and they were like, hey, here's the Zets movie and you can like rent it on YouTube for like $3.99 or whatever they do for movies, I'll do it. I'll pay the money.
Yeah, same.
I have no qualms with that. I think we've talked about like, obviously for a lot of writer before this and for a lot of Sentai, we literally cannot watch it through any official channels. But I buy the Blu-rays when I can. I have Kuga right over there. I've been watching that with a friend on Tubi and stuff.
Yeah.
And so like if the option is there for us to support it, like we want to. you know
Mhm.
that's why we import the toys and stuff when we can. Why we love it. We wanted to continue. Same for Sentai, and honestly even same for Gavan. I might pick up something sometime in the future, but yeah, I want it to be available so that we can support it.
Mhm. Yeah,
uh
and talking about things that we still support, and we're just waiting for it. Sword and Shield, we're supposed to be getting a new episode of Avalon soon, and
yep, it seems like it's
I'm
running a little bit
excited.
late, but
Yeah.
obviously things happen in production, especially for like a little indie YouTube company.
Mm.
I'm just gonna wait patiently for it.
Yeah.
I have no qualms. Like, we didn't get it to talk about it this week. Maybe that's fine because we're gonna have a
Yeah.
lot to say about this sets episode. But
Mm.
when it comes out, we will be talking about it because I have been enjoying it as a project. I really want to know more about like the lore of the world, and it seems like we're kind of getting to learning more about it.
Mhm.
I want to see Dogman fight again.
Yes.
Kind of fucking rules.
Mhm.
I love this
But
like technologically writer versus like this mystical like night magic writer.
mm, yeah, lots of good stuff. But like we said, that's basically all the news that we've really gotten this week. So now it's time to talk about Kamen Rider Kekura's 100,000 out of 10 episode of Zets. Oh my god.
So I mean, going back to we're starting off with Zieg. We're starting off with Nox in the cage. He got
Mhm.
kidnapped. Things are not looking great.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
time to
man.
go into basically our next dream, where we see it's about Agent Manami, an agent for
Yes.
Code.
Yeah. And why do you think we were talking about this kind of stuff? And yeah, so like we basically see that like yeah, Agent Minami, and like Baku has to be a side character, which is really funny for this,
Yeah, he's
honestly.
playing the role of her loser brother, uh,
Mhm.
and then we have them playing the role of their mom,
Yeah,
which is
that was
also really funny.
yeah,
Um,
so much funniness in this episode.
but then I fucking
Oh
love that we get the like, wait, so who's the main character as we roll into the intro?
yeah.
Incredible. I love seeing I think we talked about it last week, but I love seeing this updated Zeeg in the intro, with him like sitting there and then into the like rider form with the dragon surrounding him. I think it looks fucking awesome.
Oh
I
yeah.
can't wait to see what little more like changes we get for the intro as stuff progress. Because we do have a preview for a new suit at the end of this episode.
Yes, we do.
But
Oh man.
starting back at the nightmare, we're just doing like a funny little, hey, we're looking for a lost cat. Baku tries to take out his stuff, and it's like, oh, I've just got a magnifying glass and not any of actual Zet stuff, because in this dream, Minami has all of that.
Yeah, which is really funny to see. Like, yeah, Minami's like, yeah, like, yep, I have it, and actually, like, like puts the little, what is it, like, little spider thing together. So, like, yeah.
Yep, we're having the tracking, we're doing all this stuff, and then we get to obviously, uh, oof, the scene of Minami looking for the cat, and we just see a dark figure approaching. We're pretty sure it was Z.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to tell just from the color of the jacket, but I think it's got the same little gold like suspender thing on the back that he wears. So it just from the fact that we know later on that he's going to be the one who modifies this dream, that it was him. But we don't see Minami, and we see the nightmare, and Baku just gets basically attacked and almost taken out because he was just in like guy mode.
Yeah.
And so we got a new black case, and while they're trying to figure out, oh, I wonder what's happening, everyone notices, hey, Minami, you have a tail.
Yep.
So Minami has the tail. The nightmares are coming for his sister, and Baku's like kind of going a little stir crazy because he's like, nope, 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 cannot allow this to happen. It's different when it's happening to other people. Obviously, I care then, but with this, I have to do something.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen the setup of Minami as his sister who cares a lot about him. We have her basically taking time off from work so that she can help take care of him. We have her, always taking care of him in the hospital and trying to make sure he's okay. We even have her, at the beginning of like this episode, just being, kind of seeing her subconscious with the agent thing and being like, he's just my little brother. And this leads up into basically the saddest scene.
Yeah, like, so pretty much we basically see that, like, as the dream goes on, pretty much, Baku sees, like, the actually, no, wait, was it, I forgot, was it Nox or Baku that sees the dead cat?
I think it was Baku.
Yeah, Baku sees that and like says, oh wow, wait, why is that the nightmare? Like, why is that the true nightmare of this? And then Baku, like, goes to fight the cat nightmare.
But before we even get to the cat nightmare, we gotta deal with Nox was fucking taken from us and put in a little box. And he's having to fight. And we basically get like the mid fight where he's not being able to do much because it's just him with his gun. I fucking love the like he got shot and the thing like spawned to like block the bullet. The lady has put his driver on him.
Yes.
And he doesn't have Shadow, he has Wolf this time. So he's got like the big like gun lance looking arm.
Yeah.
I fucking love this was such a cool fight, and I fucking love that it ends with him throwing the nightmare at Zeke, who just immediately like eviscerates it.
Yeah.
You are no fun. Someone's interfering from the real world. I love that he's just fucking insane like this. Again, Zero just hired him, knowing that he's like this.
Yeah.
Again,
he didn't like start off that way.
Yeah, from like that first episode, we thought, oh, it's Project Zomnia. They've talked about like maybe there's like something. Okay, they probably used this on like their agent, and he went all crazy because of it. And it's like, no, he was just like that. He was just like that, and he just chose to hire. Even when the lady was like, "Yo,
Zero.
This guy sucks. Are you sure?" It was like, "No, we need him." Zero. What the fuck?
Yup.
So
yeah, but we see that happen, and then it's but yeah, once that happens, like Nox goes off and basically trying to find Baku and everything, and
yep.
yeah,
and
now
we get like
now we have this
a
fight.
fucking scene with the lady too, who's come to wake him up, and he's like, "You could just go save her yourself if you went to sleep," and she's like, "You're letting his premonition fucking cloud your judgment."
Yeah. Actually, no, just right. Wait, I forgot. What they also Fujimi and Nazca also like find where we're sleeping too, right?
We get the too late scene. I really fucking love the like, hey, don't come in here. You're not a cop anymore. I forgot he wasn't a cop.
Oh,
Extremely
that's right.
funny. And then he comes in and she's like, unlawful entry. Just fucking kicks him.
Yeah.
I love these two as a little comedic duo. We'll talk about them a little bit more later. But this leading up to, like we were saying, the confrontation with the cat nightmare, Baku has found it. But before we see the cat nightmare, obviously we're like made incredibly aware that this is Minami because we see her look at the water the water's reflection is the cat nightmare. You see Zeke show up, and then when Baku finds the nightmare, she's no longer there. We get the fight,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, I'm gonna finish this fast. Puts on Catastrum, and basically starts wiping the floor with it. Like, it gets a couple good dodges here and there, but Catastrum is not messing around, and he is
Yeah.
like beating her, and then when he's finally about to like take her out with the shotgun, we get the Nox tackling him to the ground. Stop!
Yeah.
What? That nightmare is Minami Yorozu. Also, while we were talking about this, I watched the little side episodes of the Minami side story stuff with a friend, and halfway through we're talking about like, oh, they always eat in his room. I wonder if they just never felt like doing like, oh, we're not gonna do the rest of the house, like we don't have the budget for more sets or whatever. And then literally this episode, we get to see Nox like walk into their house from like the outside. We get to see like the rest of the house.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, I guess there is the rest of the house.
Yeah.
Good for them. Good for them. They could afford a whole. Because we were making the joke like, oh, they spent all their money in fucking Zero's office, like the hideout inside the thing. They're like, oh, we don't have the rest of the house. Just do Baku's room.
Yeah.
But yeah, nope. We got the hey. That was Minami Yorozu, and she like de-transforms. She looks bloody and beat. We get the like flashback or like the negative energy from Catastrum because he hesitated and now he's in fucking pain and he's just holding her as she does not look like she's in great shape. At least he didn't fucking kill her.
Yeah.
But
oh man.
Yeah.
And then we get that happening, and then pretty much as she's in pain, we get an even bigger bomb.
Well, before we get to the bomb, we have the pain. She's crying. We get to see Zeke just be the most asshole that he can be and be like, how does it feel to kill your own family? We have to have him like rubbing it in as he's holding her, and he's like, Minami, please, Minami, no. And it's like, and then we get the big bombshell from Nox.
Yes. Yeah, it's like don't feel that sad. She isn't even your real sister. And it's like, wait, what? And then you just realize that, oh, whoa.
She's a code agent sent for a very special mission.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we talked about this a bit before we were recording. I adore Nox. This man has no social clues. This man sees Baku suffering and he's like, hey, I'm going to lighten his mood by telling him that's not actually his sister. His whole life's been a lie. Wow. This
man.
was not what I was expecting to find out this episode.
Yeah, and there's a reason why I started the episode off, like this segment off with this is Kamen Rider Kekura's like favorite show now.
We have nothing but suffering for Baku. I saw people. Okay, this episode has probably also been one of the ones that has had my favorite people's reactions on Twitter.
Yeah,
I saw someone basically being like, we've seen Baku do nothing but suffer for trying to help people since the beginning. Dude, in the fucking Gav movie, I bet you that UFO was being driven by a fucking code agent. They've just been fucking with him. They've been throwing sharks at him. They've been throwing meteorites at him.
We have that. What is it? It's like even though it may not have been like related intentionally, like someone said, oh yeah, can I get like what is it? Can I get a Geets cosplayer, Zet's cosplayer, an Exade cosplayer, so I could have at this upcoming convention. That way we could have a Yu Takahashi suffering boys like gathering.
Yeah. And I don't know about
my
Exade,
God.
but Geets is definitely another guy with a not real sister.
Oh, you need to watch Exade. Oh my God.
One of my friends is actually he just finished it and he's like, you need to watch Exade. We need to get like a matching Mighty Brother tattoo.
Yeah, but yeah, you will see so much suffering in that show.
Yeah, from what I hear, was the name Gem is the like reverse Flash of Toku hating for the love of the game.
Dude, okay, and I'm not gonna go on the tangent. I love Genom. That's all you need to know. I love Genom. I'm not gonna go on a tangent. Like, he is one of the most peak characters ever.
Okay, fair enough. I will get to Exit eventually. But going back to the series, we've got I think one of my favorites was a tweet from like a week ago that was like, "Hey guys, I don't think Zero is wholly evil. I think there's a way for him and Baku to reconcile, especially because he's the bike, so we're gonna want to make him a good guy or whatever." Quote retweeted by the same guy. 7 days later, new episode has dropped. We need to kill the bike.
Yeah.
I think everyone is down. We do just need to kill Zero. I think everyone.
Yeah.
I think the message that I sent to you right after I had watched the episode, just been like, gonna be real. We need to kill Zero. Completely understand why Nox ripped the bike's heart out. Now we just got to do that to the dude.
Yeah. Oh my god,
This
it was
also
so funny.
is not like strike fitting it because there's no like proof, but this is also really like, man, if my theory that I'd seen and that I'm kind of subscribing to at the moment, that Zero could possibly be Baku's dad and that's why he favors him so much, this is fucked in so many ways.
Yeah.
Like, this is fucked regardless, but if that turned out to be his own dad and that's why this is all happening to him, that's even worse.
Oh man, what's that tweet you found that you said? Like it's like, man, like his life sucks so much. It's like he has no it's like he has no bike, he has no sister. Like,
No, I think so. I think it's like his parents are dead. His sister's a CIA op. He has no bike. He has no bike. He doesn't have a job. He's a bum. His sister paid for everything, and she was a CIA op. Like, it just kept going. Now, to be fair, I don't think that Code was directly responsible for all of the accidents that happened before in his life. As in, I don't think Code was individually doing them. I think that they are responsible in the way that they're probably the ones that cultivated the nightmare in him. And since the nightmare was like catastrum, that's why every time he would do something, he was met with a catastrophe. So I think that was kind of the setup. Which, that's still Code's fault, though.
yeah. Totally is.
I just don't think it's as petty as I think it'd be funnier if it was the other way, though. But yeah, no, we have this setup. We got the preview for the next episode that has the new form, Ordum. And I do like this catastrophe, chaos, and order kind of vibe. The suit looks really sleek in the silver. And it looks like we are getting like this suit exists underneath the Catastrum suit.
Yeah,
which
we love a good cast off.
It's so good. I still think one of my favorite just scenes, this is from Build Fighters Try. I don't know if you ever watched that one, but in that very first episode, the kid who's just started playing has been using a like one of the mobile suits that was from display from the club, and it was like a dom unit, and it starts cracking, and from within it comes out like the fucking high grade burning Gundam.
Oh, that's sick as hell.
And it's a fucking fantastic scene of it cracking out and exploding. I know that someone did like this fantastic diorama that's like the burning Gundam like bursting out of the dom. It fucking rules, and I adore that shit. I love first of all, I kind of like the bulky suits sometimes. I think that they can look really interesting, but then like shedding them to show what's underneath and it being like something completely different, like a whole different vibe. That's so sick.
Yeah.
So we got a new thing. We're gonna probably learn more of the details of Minami's actual like Code involvement. I'm wondering if she was more of like a sleeper agent where she like didn't know she was an agent until much later. I'm wondering also because we get to see hear the Nem voiceover of like she wanted to protect her only brother, so it might have been the thing where she was just meant to watch him, but she genuinely did become attached to him as family, and like from what it sounds like they've been together since he was a kid.
Yeah.
She did grow up with him. I would still consider them, family. It's just, sometimes family does some shit that fucks you.
Yeah.
So we have that. We have this setup. I know we were talking about a little bit this before, that going back now, we've seen people talk about how now it makes a lot of sense how when she was talking to the lady and having her session when Baku was like stuck asleep and she was like, only a family member can help him now, and she just looks really distraught, and it's like, oh, at that point did she already know that like she wasn't a family member? So we just have all of this stuff. We had the Minami series, which was a bunch of little lighthearted stuff interspersed with, I feel like, clues that were leading up to this. In the first episode, we get her doing a commercial that has her acting like as a code agent, and she does actually give the right acronym for code before we even learned what it was. Which is like, why does she know that? You know, in a fight with some scammers, she like a guy's coming at her with a knife, and she fucking like expertly like disarms him and judo throws him. Uh, and there's just a bunch of like little things. We get to see the preview of that nightmare that got changed by Zeke of like Baku lying on the floor like dying. That was her original nightmare. We get to see it first here. So it was a bunch of like lighthearted stuff that has been kind of like secretly setting up, and obviously that has been the origin of this cat nightmare. That we know we've talked about the cat being important in the opening. It looks like this whole time Minami's been the cat, and I guess we're gonna see how that like leads into the rest of the story.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot, but I can't lie and say I'm not on the like edge of my seat the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, like, I man, like this show has just been just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I've been really enjoying. Like, one of my hopes was that this show was gonna be of high quality because it's the first global show. I'm showing it to one of my friends for the first time. I know other people are probably like, "Oh, what's Kamen Rider?" Like, "Oh, well, there's a Kamen Rider you can watch for free on YouTube right now." This
Hmm.
is the easiest way to get people up, and I'm so glad that it's just been really phenomenal in my opinion.
Hmm.
Uh, but with that, we've gone just a little over time. Only talking about like 90. I feel like fucking 70% of this show has just been us talking about the Zets episode.
Yep.
But that is how it is. And next week we'll have the new Avalon episode to talk about in between too. But until then, as always, thank you guys for listening, and we will talk to you guys later.
Later.
This program is brought to you by.
Our unending love of tokusatsu.
If you enjoyed the show, please be sure to like and subscribe.
And hit the bell for notifications. And if you would like to support us further, consider becoming a patron at our Patreon, Half Hour Henshin.
You can get some exclusive benefits, such as your name in the credits and joining our sticker club. Or, if you want to help with a one-time donation,
You can also find us at Ko-fi at Half Hour Henshin. You can email us with any questions or theories at halfhourhenshin@gmail.com or on Twitter at Half Hour Henshin.